Hey guys, I'm Tracy.
And I'm Andy.
I'm Corey.
And I'm back, and we're back with another recap. I hope you missed me. I missed you guys, and I'm looking forward to this. You guys. I don't know if you remember, but when we first started doing this, there was somebody that surprised me. Here's what happened. Oh. She is
I remember.
one of my favorite people that's ever been in the cubicle, and today she brought her new love of her
One
life.
of the hottest
Please welcome
couples out there right now.
Ashley and Jared.
Coming around the wall.
Coming in.
Hello. This is a big celebration,
Tradition.
and I think you know why. Because what happened is Ashley and I did what not many women can do.
What's that?
You were someone that he put into a friend zone, and then you took that friend zone and you got your big old bat and you knocked it down, and then you walked in to dating zone.
Yeah.
You have to write a book.
Cheers.
You should write a book
Wait, yeah.
on how to get out of the friend zone.
When you were here on the Ellen Show for this thing that we did called Bachelor in Burbank as a little parody of Bachelor in Paradise after that season, and Kayla was there.
Live shot
Is
across
that a
the
word that we
street.
can use, Kayla?
Of
She's
course.
not like a Voldemort of sorts?
No, absolutely
Feels
not.
good. You guys friends with her?
No,
You did actually choose Ashley, by the way.
Yes, I did.
I don't know if you remember, but we asked you guys to take a picture with our group of people that
I
are
remember
big
the picture.
fans.
Yeah.
So when everyone started posting their photos with the two of you, I was like, oh my god, wouldn't it be so funny if I happened to be standing in that picture near them and I could post my own? This is my most liked photo of all time. Thank you guys.
Shows you.
way.
But okay, I have to tell you. So the way that you guys it was almost like a coming out, if you will, as far as like announcing that you guys were dating.
We didn't expect anything like that. We just expected to do the story of us so that people would really understand that, like, you know, because there's so many nuances that people didn't see about the story. Well, this is not going to make sense to Bachelor Nation who's
You
followed our
explained
relationship
everything
for
to
so
those who
long.
didn't know. Yeah.
So let's do that so that we don't have to like repeat it over and over and over again, and then they can really see the evolution.
And it really gave us an opportunity just to sit down, and we ended up filming it for like 4 hours and just talk about everything.
One thing you're known for, at least in the edits of the Bachelor world, is your tears. I mean, you've made money.
She's
off of
marketing
it.
it.
Jesus. Are you crying less now that you're with Jared?
Crying so much less.
Or tears of joy.
Tears of joy.
Oh, tears of joy. I mean,
Yes.
in that, we definitely cried tears of joy.
Obviously, we've been dating for a few months now, and so it's so weird thinking about a time where we weren't holding hands and kissing. It just feels so right.
I always thought to myself, like, because Lauren and I are like, my sister and I are just so inseparable, and nobody understands each other like we do. And I was like, I need to find a guy who is like the male form of Lauren, and he really is. He really is.
So, I mean, are we doing like an on-TV proposal?
Everybody
Are
wants
we
to
gonna
know.
Do a,
What's the next step?
a TV wedding? I mean, we all want it. Either that or I just want a personal invite. Either way, I'm fine.
We know we want to take the next step at some point.
Sure.
But I don't think we've really kind of put a stamp on it. She wants to get married next summer, and I'm
You'd
like,
have to give
let's
up the
just-
I.
He knows the time, like what the time.
put a
has
hyphen in
to
front.
That's
be.
the thing. She wants to
I
take my
don't know.
last
I
name.
think I just take his last name.
Okay, well, you are here because we do recap this.
Yes.
People depend on this recap every week.
Yes.
Mainly our mothers. But the first group date was they go to a spa, and we first get to see some of our old favorite ladies from RE season.
Oh, her harem.
Caroline, Becca M, Tia, which you got CN, who I love, and then you have, who else was there? Kendall.
It was all a really great group.
Yeah, it was a great group. I love seeing those girls again. And obviously the big thing of this date was they set up in the last episode the Colton-Tia drama. And so when they walked into the room, when the guys walked in and Colton and Tia made eye contact, his face.
As Jason
He was
said,
just
the
like-
elephant in the room.
What we were so confused about was that they made it seem like Becca and Colton talked, and Tia and Becca talked, and then later in the night, Colton and Becca had this romantic moment, and he gets the rose. We're like, felt like they played the music as if we were supposed to feel like, oh, everything's better and like
No.
everything's understood. Nothing is understood. Nothing is better now.
No, because she's like, I'm gonna find out tonight whether or not, and then I'm gonna either send him home or I'm gonna keep him. And then she's like, you don't? Okay, great.
No, it was
Exactly.
it was the easiest thing he's ever gotten out of.
Oh,
No,
it's
it was
crazy.
insane. It was insane.
What I didn't like about that though is that I felt like the whole situation was in a way pitting Tia and Becca against each other, which I don't
I didn't like that.
You know, Tia is very annoyed and jealous of Becca.
Well, no, I mean you can
Yeah,
tell.
No,
Sure.
I mean, like, I would be really pissed.
Like Colin
Yeah,
seems
he's
like
so
the type
handsome.
of guy who's very,
He's handsome.
who's charming and good looking, and I feel like that's gotten him out of a lot of
Ooh,
situations
good
like
call.
this, and it obviously got him through this situation with Becca because nothing was solved. Becca was like, I need to find this out.
Right.
What exactly happened? Colton was like, timing was right. I'm here for you. And she's like, okay, here's a group date rose.
There was also other drama that was happening. It was you know,
David.
there was David, Chicken
David is
David,
just too
and then
much.
there's
Jordan.
Jordan. Now, okay, here's the thing. The way they set it up, it's like they want you, I feel like, to be mad at Jordan for having 4,000 Tinder matches.
How could
and
you not be?
whatever.
Yeah.
I was just so annoyed by David. I was like,
Oh,
all right, look,
so
I
annoying.
get it. Like, he's got 4,000 Tinder matches. This guy's a goober. Like, he's
Yeah.
just a goober.
too.
David is slimy and annoying.
And I used to like him. I used to like him.
Well, I thought he was so cute. It just feels like he's almost like he's like bullying
He's like lost
Jordan for
himself
no
in a
reason.
Yes.
weeks.
Yes.
To catch you up, if you haven't watched it, there's been these teases of sirens and blood. He was
He looks
covered
like
in
he was.
blood.
He looks like he was mauled by a bear.
Yeah, I mean, all these
According-
things. He's an ICU. We don't know if he's gonna make it, and then it turns out we don't know if he's gonna make it because he fell out of his bed and face
Oh,
planted.
they did such a good job of teasing it.
Chris Harrison set it up
the
in a way.
worst.
When he went and told Becca, he said, so there was an incident.
And she's like this.
She said, who did this
Who
to
did
him?
this?
And he said, you could tell that he almost was like, he fell off the bed. Like he almost took so much joy out of saying it to set it up like he got attacked.
That whole thing was LOL central. But okay, so let's talk
One-on-one
about-
date.
One-on-one date.
Yeah.
Chris gets the one-on-one date, which surprised me a little.
Me too.
Okay.
Because I
he
was-
ratted out another guy too, so it's like.
But he did it early.
And also, well, here's my thing. When they walk in, and first of all, as they're walking into Capitol Records, I was like, which no-name band is gonna be that
oh, I
lady?
know.
Little John.
No,
I love Richard Marx.
So do I. No, I
Oh,
love
it's so
Richard Marx.
excited.
No,
They got someone legit. I was
That's
so
the thing. When
happy.
they walked in
Oh,
and it
yeah.
was Richard Marx, I was like, oh my God, it's not pine needles and trees. I was worried for him at the beginning because Richard Marx was like, so you're gonna write the
know.
love song, and
Oh, yeah.
and Chris's face was literally like,
Oh, I know. There was like
and I was
panic
like,
set
does
in.
someone need to like knock on
Yeah.
him and say like, you're supposed to be having fun? And then obviously we find out why.
The
There's the story
layers.
of his parents got a divorce and he reached out to his dad who's not in his life, and the dad never got back to him, which was really sad. With it on a date like that, you're Becca, okay? And you're on this date and you find out this story about this guy. Do you feel then obligated? I'm almost wondering if there's gonna be a pattern with her where if somebody opens up to her, that's like immediate rose. And then we go to the second group date, which is football. And Chloe's
Just practice
like,
though.
this is my day.
Just practice.
You know, just practice with the Legends Football League.
No one's
you know,
gonna
those
get hurt.
ladies. The long and short of what happened with Clay is basically he hurts his wrist, comes back, she gives him the rose, which is really sweet, and we find out he has to have surgery on his wrist, and he has to decide, am I gonna stay Rebecca or am I gonna go
Family
get
or
my
love.
surgery, so I can keep supporting
Yeah, and
my
by the
family.
way,
And he chooses
and
family. And
bye,
by the way,
Becca.
Oh, he supports his family.
Yeah, later.
that's
made the
what
right
so
choice.
sweet.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Garrett real quick because
The guy can't get a break.
but here's the thing.
Does he deserve a break?
I feel
No.
very conflicted by him because
I don't know.
Well, no, because when I hear the things about what they've said in the media, I don't like him. But when you watch him, I can see how she, not knowing that in the moment, is drawn to him.
Do they ever have conversations? When you were on the show, do you have conversations later, even when the cameras aren't around, that are like, tell me what you think about like, whatever. Like, how do you feel about the world?
I remember I had a date with Caitlin, a road trip date that we had a lot of time just to talk, and I remember we talked a lot about things of that nature. So I guess, at some point she will, but
Off camera. Yeah.
Even
They're
on
only
camera,
using the
but-
good stuff.
and it just won't air because
Right.
it's kind of boring.
Right, 'cause
stuff.
who cares, yeah.
But like in the mansion, there's no way they talked about that. He has, unless he gets a one-on-one, he has 20 minutes with her.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
But we are going to move on to the guy that I think is going to go all the way.
We
And
all-
that's
we
my
all
boy
like him.
Blake.
Yeah, we all
Because
like him.
Blake called Becca his girlfriend.
doesn't.
I know, Corey, you don't like
I think
him.
it's a little gross.
It'd be like her referring to Crystals as an ex-boyfriend and me
Yeah.
referring to Caitlin as an ex-girlfriend. It's like,
No.
But you don't think of it
Good
that way?
analogy.
no.
No.
We get to the cocktail party and we get a tease for the rose ceremony for next week.
But wait, does that mean, they teased, does that mean bad face fall on my face comes back? Is
I
that what they
hope
said?
so.
Oh,
I
he's
cannot.
got to.
Right? That's what they teased.
I want to see what that face looks like now.
I think he's just gonna be puffy, you guys. I don't think he's
I
gonna be.
don't think it's gonna be bad. I think it's gonna be like a little band-aid.
And the other thing that we found out in the tease is that they finally leave LA and go to Park City.
Yay.
I think my
was
favorite
weird.
part of every time you travel, even when you don't travel, when you're at the mansion, when they line up all the men or all the women and then they have to just yell out the Bachelor.
Can we do it right now and just on the count of three, just say, we love you, Becca?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
We love you, Becca!
A big thank you to Ashley and Jared.
Yay!
We love you.
Make sure to tune into our recap next
Thanks for
week.
having us.
Yes.
Comment below to tell us what you think.
Bye.